Welcome to the Absolute Podcast.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
This is super sick.
Daniel McQuinn, everybody.
Hi there.
You can extend it out this way too, if that helps.
Do something
Yeah,
like
it's gonna
that.
pick up your mouth.
Yeah, there we go.
No matter what. So
I think that's good.
Good.
I can still see you.
Perfect.
It's a little off to the side.
Yep. Am I looking cute?
You're looking cute.
Yes.
I like the hat. The beard too. I don't think I've seen
This is the longest
full
it's ever
beard.
been.
Yeah.
It's coming in good. I'm lacking here.
Yeah.
But
that's all right.
I think that just comes with time. So
It does.
Can you grow a beard?
No, I cannot.
Can you grow this though?
I can grow here.
Chin.
I can grow the
goatee.
The goatee, but that's where I'm lacking here.
Yeah.
And right around here is where it's.
So my chops come in good. There's a picture of me where I just had chops.
Yeah.
And then I had a thick chin and stash, nothing in the middle.
Yeah.
So it looked really weird that there's a
what's
finger.
Going on?
Yeah, there's 2 finger lengths. There's no connection, so it was horrible. Did you go snowboarding today?
I didn't.
Oh,
I really wanted to.
That's disappointing.
I know. But I did get a season's pass for Martok yesterday.
Did Connor?
I don't know.
I was wondering that.
I put it in the group chat with him and the other Halifax boys. I was like, this is the last day to get the early bird. It was like $260 for a season's pass.
Holy.
Which is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Especially if you can compare it to anything like out west.
If you know what Martok looks like, then
you can understand.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like
for a ski resort. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's a bunny hill for most ski hills. Yeah,
So you got 3 options, little steeper, little steeper, steeper.
Train park is super bomber.
Probably the best on Atlantic, isn't it?
I would say so. I don't know. I haven't been
I've been to Crab, so I don't know.
Crab does a really good job. They have the Rockstar Park.
Big features.
Big features, yeah. That's what I like about Martok. It's medium features, and you can hot lap it.
What's that?
There's
a rope tow?
A rope tow. So yeah, you can, instead of going right up to the top and then snowboarding down to get to the train park, you just go up halfway where the train park is, and you can get off with the rope tow.
Is it like a real rope? Oh, the T-tow.
What is it?
T-tow. It looks like a T. But
yeah, it's a T-lift? Man, I'm blanking on it.
I'm blanking too.
It's the old ski lift where, yeah.
You had a good Christmas?
I had a really good Christmas.
Boom.
I got to see all my family. Got to go out on Tibbs Eve and get to see lots of old friends, which was sweet.
Yeah. Everybody, Daniel McQuinn is back in his hometown.
Yeah. Yeah. So it feels good to be back home for sure. I'm only here for 5 days, but got to do the rounds, see the people.
It's nice to be back.
Yeah, I got to see my aunt, which I actually haven't seen in probably 4 years. So that was really nice. Yeah. Just kind of every time that I was home, timing didn't work out. So it's nice to go there and see them.
The worst thing about visiting somewhere is the first question is when you're leaving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's when are you heading out?
Where are you going?
When are you going?
When are you
back? Let's just hang out.
I'm here.
Yeah. Let's hang out for 2 hours first.
Yeah.
Then we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
No, it's good.
Daniel McQuinn, everybody. If you didn't check out episode 6, I believe, that is with Daniel's business partner and one of his best friends.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep. Since grade 6.
Or enemy. I don't know.
Everything now.
Yeah. Partner for
Partner,
a company called Metro Thrift.
Yeah. That's us.
So if you didn't check out episode 6, that is Sam Malone. We did not talk about this business because this was not on air at that time.
No.
But now it's...
When did you guys do that podcast? What was it? Early in the summer, or was it?
No, it was
spring.
It was winter, March. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
March or April.
Sam just had his long, luscious hair.
He doesn't have that anymore.
No, all chopped off.
Oh, he chopped it.
Yeah, he chopped it off pretty recent after that podcast, I think, or when he moved to Halifax. So that would have been May 1st.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all gone.
So if anybody's trying to wonder what the connection here is, my brother and Daniel are good friends.
Yeah.
I grew up knowing Daniel my whole life, and Sam, and everybody else. Daniel lives with my brother, so I know him very well. And so anyways, you are starting a business called Metro Thrift.
Yeah.
It's a thrift bus. Sorry. It's a thrift store.
No,
it happens to be in a bus.
Yeah.
A Metro bus.
Yeah. I like that.
And it's very mobile. I don't know. We can get into it, but
yeah, no, we can get into it. It's so we're a mobile thrift store. We handpick and curate kind of our thrift store. So we'll go through and pick, good brand names, good quality stuff that we just think's cool. Vintage if we can, vintage.
That's kind of thrift. Thrift and vintage is like
right. It's
combined.
Yeah, totally. And the vintage market right now is ridiculous. Everyone's looking for what their grandfather wore, kind of thing.
Literally.
Yeah.
So, 80s is huge.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. So yeah, vintage if we can, but we're not confined to vintage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got some like wicked like Arc'teryx stuff.
Yeah.
Like you gave me an Arc'teryx shirt, and I was like, sick. Like this is awesome.
Yeah.
So it's not just like old vintage stuff.
It's just good stuff. We just create kind of our own, I don't know, like outdoor enthusiast, skater, artist, I don't know, that kind of vibe.
I know what you mean. Like you guys are taking your personality a little bit with this
totally
thrift theme, and kind of just combining it.
Yeah, it totally thrives off our personality because what we're picking in the clothing stores or in the thrift stores is what we think is cool. Mm-hmm. So, we might go through 200 items in a thrift store and you think all these ones are cool, but we don't think it's cool. So we're not going to pick them up kind of thing. So it's definitely catered to like our style a little bit, but we also understand a lot of different styles too. It's not just,
like it's
kind of thing.
Like you're two males, so it's for women. It's like you think these are cool, but you don't really know. I guess.
Yeah.
Comes
so
to that too.
Funny enough, women's clothing women's like shirts and pants are really hard for us to go for, but sweaters, fleeces, jackets, stuff like that's easy because it's easily transferable to the men's clothing. Yeah. But like for me, if I go through a women's rack of shirts, I don't really know exactly what I'm looking for, but I have a decent idea. That's something that we need to work on.
I feel like women find stuff. Women's clothing size is weird as well.
Oh, sizing is...
It's like strange.
Like men's is 30 waist. It's 30 inches.
Yeah, for pants?
For pants. Yeah. For women, you have like size 00, 02, 4, 6, 8, up to 18. Yeah. But I have no direct translation to what those mean. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's size like 30 is 30 inches. Yeah.
But it's like looking at, when somebody says something is 400 feet, some people can perceive that, but some people can't because they might know what 400 meters looks like, not 400 feet. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, 400 meters and 400 feet is two different distances.
Very different,
yeah. But you know what I mean? In meters, somebody can imagine what that looks like, and in feet, somebody can imagine. But sometimes, like if, you know how our license says like 170 centimeters? Yeah. And it's like, I can't picture what 170 centimeters looks like on a scale. But if somebody said, 6'3", like you can go, oh yeah.
I have an idea.
Yeah. Yeah. If you say centimeters, like no idea.
No, it's funny because we were taught centimeters in school. Like we weren't taught feet and inches, but that's an American thing that's thrown on to us. We're just like, everything is, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Little story about that, I guess, is I also work for a climbing gym at East Peak Climbing in Halifax. I used to. And I used to ask all the kids, how tall do you think that wall is? Because it was one of the bigger ones in Atlantic Canada, and I only knew it in feet. And then I realized when I was asking the little kids, they would always answer in meters, and I was like so blown away by that because I was always, it's just like feet is in my head, Same. And then when they're like, oh, I think it's 15 meters, I was like, oh, I don't even know what that is. I gotta handle. I gotta really think about that.
Top of the door frame.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's weird because anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, that is strange. Let's just hit you with some simple questions.
Cool.
You started Metro Thrift with what reasoning?
Whew. Well,
what I should say is who was on board with this idea first? Who got the seed? You got the seed.
I would say I got the seed. I'd been thinking about doing something along this lines for a long time. It originally was going to be a website. I was going to do a website of thrifting and cool skate park videos of like BMX scootering and skating, and kind of do it off online. And then I started collecting clothes for that, and that kind of fell through. Didn't really make any moves on it. And then 2021, I did a pop-up with just the clothes that I had been collecting, because I just go to the thrift store and I'd find stuff that wasn't my size, but I was like, this is way too cool to pass up, so I just buy it and sell it to one of my friends or sell it on Facebook or whatever. But then I had all this extra clothes, and I was like, I'm just going to do a pop-up. And that pop-up on Labor Day weekend, right outside of East Peak.
I was there.
Yeah,
I made it.
Did that, and it went beyond expectations, like way beyond expectations.
I remember Connor saying something, and he was like, dude, like Daniel like killed it that day. It was a 3-day event, or
it was a 2-day event.
2-day
event. Friday 2 to 8, and Saturday 12 to 8, or something like that. But anyways, we as I was setting up on Friday, I wasn't even open yet. This was like 12:30. I started putting all the clothes out on the rack just to get everything kind of figured out. And I had sold what I thought I was going to make for the entire weekend before I even opened on the first day, because there's just people coming up and being like, I'm buying this. And I was like, oh, we're not really open yet. And they're like, well, do you want money for it or not?
Yeah.
Because I'm taking this kind of thing. So, yeah, it was amazing. So then that kind of spiraled the idea of maybe I can really do this as a full-time thing, and just kind of figuring out what that was. And then the original idea was always the brick and mortar classic thrift store,
have your shop,
add an actual shop. And we realized that's way too expensive. Like, I couldn't afford to.
Yeah, for the property and
for renting alone, you're looking at like $10,000 a month.
And then location, it just goes up.
Yeah, and then exactly, yeah. If you're like right downtown, it's going up from that. If you're out of the city, it goes down, but then you don't have the people or as much foot traffic. So, and and then I don't know, I guess we just kind of started thinking about how we could do this, and started seeing food trucks around, and kind of just gave us the idea of putting it in the bus. Like, there's a store in St. John. She does like ladies boutique kind of style.
Yeah.
And it's called the Rolling Rack. It's a pink bus, pink van. And she sells clothing out of the van on the waterfront in St. John. So I'd seen that online, and I was like, man, that's a really good idea, but it was new clothes. So I wanted to bring in the pre-loved clothes into that kind of market. So
pre-loved, I love that.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So then the bus idea came, and it was kind of a struggle to get the bus, but then it happened. So
yeah.
I don't think I think the bus was way better than the store could ever be.
Oh, well, you can go. Yeah. It's a genius idea.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it just, now that I have had the bus open for a little bit and I can see how it works, the store idea seems so foreign now, I guess. So, yeah.
And yeah, now your creative ability to expand and market is just like through the roof.
Yeah.
So much creativity you can bring to it.
Oh my gosh.
I will say, anybody listening, sorry to cut you off.
No, that's good.
But opening day of like your first time getting this seed planted, like that day when I rolled up and like we were checking it out, and I was like, man, like there's couches here, like people could just like play video games or like watch a show if they wanted. And it was all outside under this big patio, like a big stretch.
Yeah.
And like you could just sit down, you could just go through it was wild.
Yeah, I really wanted, like, the atmosphere is really important in a store, even for a pop-up. So I always love, this is like funny because it's, I kind of took the Xbox idea from Zoomies.
Oh.
Do you remember back in the day, you used to have like the Xbox set up in Zoomies?
And you can just...
So I used to love that because I'd go there with the mall with my friends. I wasn't really buying anything, so I'd just sit there and play Skate 3 while they were shopping around. And I always loved that idea because I didn't get bored.
Yeah.
I had something to do
while they
my
did their
friends were
thing.
shopping.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to do that just in case, somebody wants something else to do. And then we lucked out big time with my friend Zinta is really close friends, my really close friend Zinta had friends coming down just for the weekend, and they're both musicians.
I met them too.
Yeah, so they...
Does one of them have orange hair?
Yes, yeah. Okay. Zeke,
yeah.
So Wilson and Flan was their name of the duo at the time, and they now have a 6-piece band called the Empties, and they played for free on that Friday, just out in the open with their amps, and that brought so many people because they're like, oh, live music, what's going on over there? And then had the clothing store, so they would shop through and buy some clothes. So
game changer.
Yeah, having the music, the couch setup, and just kind of like lights and stuff really made it, I think. Yeah. So
well, I had Brock Jorgensen on a podcast right before you.
Yeah.
And he said this podcast kind of feels like as if you were in middle school and you're going to hang out with your friends in your friend's room. Yeah. Had this similar feel, he said, to it, where it was just comfortable and you could just you're hanging out just for chill. The evening, you know what I mean? Just chilling. And your spot has that feel where it's not only do you want to shop, but you just want to hang out.
Yeah.
You just hang out. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
You just want to be there and spend a genuine hour there.
Yeah.
And not have to shop the whole time, even though you could shop for probably an hour there.
Yeah, no, definitely. We've got a lot of clothes.
We were talking about pants earlier.
Yeah. Pants sizing.
Yeah. Pant sizing.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Headaches.
The problem is you're mobile.
We're mobile.
Pant trying.
Yes.
Is an issue probably.
Oh, definitely. That's the number one thing that people have to try on is pants. And you should try on pants because companies change their sizes all
I'm game
the
for
time.
naked legs, but
yeah, try on your pants.
Try on your pants.
But yeah, we have a pop-up changing room. So that eliminates
I didn't know this.
that. Yeah. So we actually plan on putting a changing room in the bus. It's going to be just your shower curtain type vibe. So going to do that. So you can just have this little corner in the bus and you can change into. But yeah, we funny enough, I got this pop-up changing room from a CBC show called Digstown, and they film in Nova Scotia, and they were filming at the brewery that I also work for, and they had the whole brewery shut down for the day, and they were using this pop-up changing room to get the actors changed and get the backdrop people changed and stuff like that, and they left and forgot it there. And I contacted them and was like, hey, do you want this pop-up changing room back? And they're like, no, not really. They make they have stupid money on those those sets. Yeah. And so I got the pop-up changing room for free, which was sweet. So then we've been using it all summer. So that's
sweet.
Yeah.
That is sweet.
Yeah, I would have never thought about it unless they went there.
No.
And I saw.
Yeah, I always wondered that because it's cool. It's nice to grab that thing.
Yeah.
But it's also nice to make sure it fits before you run away.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves with Value Village. They don't have their changing rooms open anymore, so you can't try anything on.
Ever?
Nope.
Because of COVID?
Yeah, since COVID. Oh. And because they took them away for COVID, they realized how much money they were losing in theft because of the changing rooms. Right. So they got rid of them all.
Just wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does make sense, but Value Village also increased their prices to regular clothing prices. So you got to be able to try stuff on.
Yeah.
If you can't return it.
Right.
So
I go to Value Village for pants all the time.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best friends, one of our first things we did as like friends, figuring each other out, you know. Sometimes you don't, I don't know if, you know, when you find a friend for the first time and it's like there's a couple events that happen and I don't know, it just builds a friendship. We went to Valley Village one day and we rolled up and there's like this lady and she just like came out of the store like, I don't know, she was on drugs or something. Jeez. And she's like stumbling and she gets like right beside the cars or near the snowbank or something and she's just like, I don't know, bright yellow or orange vomit just like projecting out, and it was so nasty. Oh, it was so gross. And I was like, so Valley Village brings these type of people out? No, it was funny. It was gross, but
they can
bring
all types of people.
I wonder why that's become a thing. Like, why do we want to wear older clothes? I think I support it because hopefully we can wear less clothes. Which shout out to that guy.
True that.
What's his name? How do you say it?
Trenard.
Von Chenard?
Yeah.
Owner of Patagonia.
Yeah. Ex-owner. Doesn't own it anymore.
He sold it.
He sold it to his, I don't know exactly how this works, but basically he sold it to someone within, like a group within the company so that they can spread the money out better so that he's no longer a billionaire because he sold his company to them. And he did that on purpose because he doesn't need to be a billionaire. He doesn't live that billionaire lifestyle where he has like 100 houses.
He doesn't care about materialistic things.
Right.
Cares about experience.
Exactly.
Which I think he probably talks about that.
Yeah, totally. And so basically he I feel like I'm butchering this, but he sold it to somebody, a group within the company, and that company can just spread out their profits better because they're like extreme grassroots activists. Like they
well, he sold 98% of the company to just climate change, right?
Yeah.
To just help it.
Yeah.
Which is, well, you got to think if he was a billionaire company.
Yeah.
Then that's a lot of cash.
That's a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that Patagonia did was when Trump was in office, they got a huge tax return. They got like $10 million in tax return. And they said, why am I getting this back? I'm just going to donate it back to, I think it's grassroots activist group of some sort. I can't think of the name, but just $10 million just went into their account, right back out. And what other company does that?
Yeah.
There's none. It's not happening.
Yeah, I know. It's insane.
If they get a $10 million bonus, they're going to keep it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
It's Steve Irwin said one time when he was alive, he's like, what's like money or like what's like, I think he said like gold dunny or something. I don't know what he meant by that, but his language, I guess.
Yeah.
His accent. He was like gold plate, fast cars. Like, what's that matter to him? He's like,
yeah.
And then he goes, money's great. Like, he's like, you can never get enough money. He's like, you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm just going to buy land. Cause he's like, then I can just make wilderness conservation areas and I can make that water pure over there.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. It's
great.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think that's, I think Patagonia owns the biggest chunk of land in between, what can I think of the two countries that run between the Patagonia mountain range?
Argentina, is that where?
Argentina and Chile, I think.
No,
not
idea.
Chile. Anyway.
Argentina is.
It's the long ones.
I have no idea.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure Patagonia owns the biggest chunk of land in that country where the Patagonia mountain range is. For that reason.
That's impressive.
So that they don't.
You're an ex.
Don't ruin it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're an ex Patagonia employee.
I am. Yeah. So I got a little bit of knowledge on it. I'm losing it now. It's been
a
couple years since I worked there, but that's where I started in Halifax, was at Patagonia. Yeah. So
I always tell anybody getting that clothing is like, if you're gonna buy that, you never have to get any other jacket or any other sweater again.
Yep.
Because if anything happens to that stain, I don't care. They'll take that out, put a patch on there. Yeah. Put it back.
No, their repair warranty program is the best you'll ever see. Like any type of sweater, jacket, fleece that gets a cut in it, they'll put a patch on it for you. For free, I think that's changing. I think they are going to start charging a little bit.
But even so,
like $10 kind of thing to get it stitched on. And then their warranty, it's not lifetime, but it is kind of. So it's basically if you go in with a rain jacket and it's not waterproof anymore, they'll replace it for you. So if you...
How would it not be waterproof anymore?
So like the laminate inside gets all ripped up because the waterproof fabric or the waterproof membrane on your jacket is on the inside, not the outside.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Is it the last layer on the inside?
Yes, it's the last layer on the inside. The layer on the outside of your jacket is what repels the water. So you're actually supposed to have, it's like, I know it as DWR from Patagonia, durable water repellent. Mm-hmm. And that's what repels it, but the waterproof is actually on the inside. So that's why if you don't have that coating on, your jacket can still get soaked, but you're not getting wet. Okay. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your skin's safe.
Your skin's safe, yeah. Or
jacket's not safe.
Yeah, exactly. your jacket can still get wet, but you can't. And then if your laminate inside starts to fray at all, then that's when the water can seep through. And that's when you get it replaced. Or your zipper's broken. Like, for example, my waterproof jacket, the hood straps stopped working. So they replaced that for me. So that was good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Patagonia.
Patagonia is awesome. Like, I'll never talk anything bad about Patagonia.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's still such a underrated brand.
It is.
In the world's eyes. Like,
it had a big spike like a couple years ago.
Yeah, there's like I went to the mountain one day and it was almost just like every head I turned to, it was just like a Patagonia. Vest, sweater, fleece.
The vests were huge.
Vests are huge.
It was the
I feel like every dad had one.
Yeah, it was the not marketing firms, like software firms in the States. They started bulk ordering this Better Sweater vests, and now that's Better Sweater vest is like a staple vest of that kind of, I don't know. So when that happened, and you just see the logo everywhere.
I just broke the paper clip. I need something to fidget with, so it's I like when I do these when I do these podcasts, I like to fidget with something in my fingers, and then I can just pay attention. It was the same in school. It was like, that's too much though. You know what I mean? Because you're like, and then you're trying to do like the tricks and stuff. Yeah, and then you're like, teacher, watch this, check this out. No, it's just something simple, like just like a little bit of Play-Doh or something, just enough to like play.
Have you seen those like finger or
poppers?
Yeah, the popper things. Those are good.
You like those?
Yeah.
I just that seems too much to me though. It seems like I can make noise with it, so then I'm like,
you don't. It doesn't pop.
That's not bad.
We have one at work. It's a bracelet. You can put it on, take it off, and pop. Just
cool.
Play with it. It's pretty cool.
You can like snap it back and forth, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Backstory with me and Dan. I don't know if you remember this, but the first time we kind of hung out was you picked me up and we went to Nick Moeller's house to play ping pong.
It's my Yoshi right there.
Little Yoshi? Yeah. Oh, me too, for Mario Kart? Mine's Yoshi Red.
Yoshi Red? I've been going with Yoshi Pink.
Yoshi Pink?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I do like the classic Yoshi.
Yeah, green you can't go wrong with.
Yeah.
Beautiful color.
It's great.
It's nature. Yeah, so the story I was saying, we're talking about school, and I just find it's easier to focus like on stuff if I just have something small to play with my fingers.
Yeah.
I don't know why, it's just
something to fiddle with.
I remember like I had a friend and he just chewed on pencils, but it was just like his vice. Like he just had a pencil that he would just chew on, but he could focus and he was wicked smart, and he just would chew on that while he paid attention. You couldn't even like distract him almost. It was just like, hey Dave, and he's
once he's into that state.
And he's like, what? Yeah, literally. Yeah.
What can I
learn? No, but the first time me and Dan met, I was with
I don't really remember this that great, so
that's okay.
I'm just happy to hear this.
You picked me up, and you picked me up, and we went to Nick Moeller's to play some ping pong.
Yep.
One day, and I remember I said, Dan, I have a serious question. I was just very curious. It's like, what's one thing you wish you did in high school? Because you were graduating that year. I said, what's one thing you wish you did in high school that you didn't do? And you're just like, I wish I just paid attention more or cared more about what I was learning.
Totally.
And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
And then I didn't take the advice.
No, of course not. Because you go to school and you're like, oh, this is boring.
Literally. It's
what
like,
am I doing?
it's like the first day of the year, it's like, I'm in. Second day, it's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Let's go create a business of Metro Thrift.
Yeah. Let's go figure something out. I didn't take a lot of business courses in high school, so
I didn't know there's any available, to be honest.
Yeah. No, we did. I did entrepreneurship. I did like accounting and there's a couple more that I did, but I can't. Just like business.
You and Sam had a business an entrepreneurship together.
Yeah. No, we didn't actually.
I thought you guys did stress balls.
No, that wasn't me. I did tie-dye T-shirts with Cole Yonker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Picked the wrong partner.
Yeah. No, he was a great business partner at the time.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, grade 12 is a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That's probably what gave me a lot of inspiration to be an entrepreneur.
Probably. But even then, like, I didn't pay attention in entrepreneurship class. Like, I took it too, but it was just like...
It was a bird class.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was just like...
But
you could have took it with genuine interest and, like,
yeah.
tried to explore more than what you were getting taught, but you're in high school, you didn't.
No, you didn't. It was
to.
Easy, yeah. No, it was a bird course for sure.
It was like, I got pre-calc over here, and then I got this class I don't have to do anything in.
Yeah, don't do it.
So,
you have fun, watch videos, and yeah.
Yeah, so, you take advantage of that, I guess.
The one thing that I would answer to that question now is shop classes. I wish I took more shop classes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I took one welding class, and that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't take anything else.
No,
and I learned more of that welding class, and I've had more interesting conversations about metal.
Yeah.
Surprising enough than I have about my pre-calc.
You're right.
Classes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like,
yeah.
people like
you live in Sussex.
90%, like 90% of students take a math course or a science course, and yeah, I'm not knocking it because physics is great or like chemistry is great. Like, do it. More power to you. But the lack of interest in trades or the lack of non-push, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of not great.
No, and trades, like, we need more tradespeople now more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our government's paying people to go into trades, paying for their full school. Taylor is an example of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think the world's run? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They're the
How
backbone.
do you think all these buildings and everything are here because of tradespeople. You know?
Do you like to poop and pee with peace?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. No, that's one thing I definitely wish I had taken more in high school and it's just life knowledge. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Mine would have been like pay less attention to people around me.
Yeah.
Like, just try to find.
Oh yeah,
You know, it's so tough. Like,
you're trying to fit in the whole time you're in school.
Yeah, and you want to be social, and I get that. Like, you need to be social, but I feel like at that age, I knew I should have been working on something more important, and just choosing the wrong vice to be like, all right, I'll just hang out with these friends, and go do this stuff, instead of knowing like I could do something more beneficial for the future purpose. But you don't think about those things.
No.
Especially when you're in high school.
Young and dumb, and you're just like, I just want to have fun and hang out with my friends. So you don't think about what's coming.
Right.
Yeah.
And we weren't taught about money or...
No. Jeez.
I don't
terrible
know.
with my money. I wish somebody taught me a little bit more about it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's probably a regret for me. I think I just paid attention to too many people.
Right.
That's the best way to put it. I paid attention to too many people.
Yeah.
When 98.9% of those people didn't matter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm probably coming out of high school with like one true friend.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, no,
So,
seriously. Like,
I mean, you came out with 7.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky.
You got a good
good
crew.
Yeah. Skate park definitely solidified that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And snowboarding and adventuring and
just kind of worked out well. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old group of 8 of us.
8?
8, I think is 8 now.
Yeah, now. Well, I named them
Yeah.
on episode 6 with Sam,
Yeah,
and then
you guys went through
he
it.
added Nathan Tabor
Yes.
to the crew, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Nathan,
That-
because he's
yeah,
a year
yeah,
younger
yeah.
than all you, right?
He is a year younger than all of us.
But
Yeah.
he's
And
squeezed.
most of them, besides me and Sam, are a year older than us.
True.
So yeah,
You guys all squeezed in.
well squeezed. What's up?
Yep. Yeah. You're a surfer,
Sort of.
sort of.
I took this last year off
Yeah.
because I broke my shoulder.
You broke your shoulder?
Yeah, I broke my shoulder on the 1st of June at Taylor's. The first time I ever rode his mini ramp.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah.
It sucked a lot.
So he's a surfer, skateboarder, scooterer.
Yeah, scootering's the main one.
Scootering's main one.
Scoot gang.
Crispy hippie.
Crispy hippie,
Is
yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
a thing.
Well, it's still kind of a thing.
Still a thing.
I still
Just
like to post on.
yeah.
But it doesn't happen.
Yeah. You got your priorities at Metro Thrift. That's all.
Yeah,
You
I
can
got
focus on.
another Instagram page to run. So
Yeah. No, I'm pumped. I'm glad to see you like really going for something.
yeah,
And I mean, you're gonna have your ups and downs, obviously, but that's normal.
totally.
And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just excited to see where it can go. The first thought I had was like, how could you pull an event off?
Like
And you know how we were talking? Yeah, I'm still going, Dan. I'm trying to finish
Okay,
this.
sorry.
Pull an event. I'm just using this as an example.
Yeah.
You have your event strip, like East Peak. Picture East Peak. You got the
Mhm.
shutter just in case of like rain.
Yep.
How could you pull off an event that's more cozy and like more like of a space? Does that make
So-
sense?
Yes,
Like-
I see what you mean. Like
Have clothes, have people.
because half of our product is outside, like on the sidewalk,
Mhm.
kind of thing. Like
If you have an event.
Well, yeah, no,
kind
like
of.
our regular bus setup, we'll have like our racks inside, and then we have 2 big rolling racks that we bring outside, so that kind of brings people in. I'd say to make it a little cozier. One thing that we just recently did was our first pop up completely inside. We did it at the Oxford Tap Room, and that was really nice. I think being able to take a space that somebody else has, and bring our racks in and then change it all up can be pretty good, I guess. But for the bus, I would say, I don't know, like an awning maybe. Like
Oh, an awning would be cool,
like-
all the way around.
Yeah. Yes.
All full.
Just
Yeah,
everything flips up.
every
You
way.
got the racks like outside of the bus. I don't know.
I'm just like envisioning, like my thoughts on what you could do. I'm just thinking like huge picture.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Like, I don't know if this is even possible. Obviously, it's possible if I can think about it.
yeah.
But it would be so cool, and I don't know what your goals are. Your goals could be completely different, but I'm just shooting something because
No, I
this
like
could
this.
this could spark an idea.
Yeah, good.
You take this event and you have it, right? You have
Yeah.
like almost like a whole setup ready to go. I don't
Yeah.
know how you do that because that's a lot of like if you were to bring in like multiple couches and like multiple screens or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
almost like a little stage for somebody to perform at. How could you take that and almost make an event out of it? Like you're touring almost, not like a. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
But not taking out the clothing, the original thing.
right.
It's a store, but it's like, oh, they're having like this.
They're having
This clothing brand is having an event.
a big.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You're doing that. You're doing that. But I was wondering if there's a point where you could make it like a larger scale,
Right.
and you could have like an artist there. And
Yeah, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. So I could.
But subtly, I don't know. Like you wouldn't want like a concert where people are like doing
going
this.
too crazy.
Yeah.
Have like a. What is it like what do they call it? Like a cafe jam.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, when
Right.
someone just
Right.
it's like
Or
cafe
breweries,
vibes where
they
they're-
have the.
right, and it's just nice and light.
Yeah.
And they just lightly sing into the mic. You know, it's nothing too crazy. Something like that, pretty like lo-fi music, so that people are like, whoa.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
I mean, you could even have somebody like Bon Iver.
Yeah, that'd be
I mean,
amazing.
that'd
you
be
know.
insane. But
Can't afford them. But
yeah, hey,
Maybe.
one day.
Maybe.
One day.
I would say a kind of a cool idea with that would be, because we run out of a minibus, could be a big bus, and then you could just literally have a stage at the back of the bus.
Oh, yeah. You could. Well, buses probably can have pop outs and stuff, right?
Yeah, we could do like.
Well, there's got to be a way to like have the floor. You push this thing out, drops the floor a little bit, so you could shop inside and then outside. I don't know. We're sparking ideas here.
Yeah. Okay, so another thing, so the bus that we were originally going to buy, we didn't end up getting, but he had bought it to be a DJ out of. And it had a wheelchair ramp, and that wheelchair ramp acted as a deck outside of the bus. So he would have his setup on the wheelchair ramp to DJ for the people outside, and then they can also come inside and get, I don't know, like knickknacks and stuff like that.
Cool.
So yeah, you could basically have like a wheelchair ramp as your platform outside of the bus, and it'd be lifted and elevated so you could see them up higher. Yeah, something like that would be pretty cool.
I'm just really I'm just super curious on where Metro Thrift you can take it. I mean, it's
like I'd have to take it to like a venue, like a concert venue or something like that. Have a lot of clothes, and then just have someone up on the stage rocking out
on the bus, on top.
Yeah, on the bus. That could be sweet. Put some railings up there, so they don't hurt themselves.
And you got the halftime show like Super Bowl, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Eminem up there, all three of them. Boom, boom.
I can afford them.
Oh, they'll do it for free. They'll come by.
Yeah, they know me. So
they know who you are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just really excited, and I'm really pumped on where you could bring this thing.
Yeah, I think if we're like,
do you have a vision for it? Like where you'd like to take it? Get the fans excited.
Yeah, no. I think if we're gonna like expand or like travel with it, it's gonna be like buying another bus.
I thought about that too.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't think if we were to expand, I don't think we'd go into a store. I think we'd get another bus and take it to different provinces.
Well, yeah, I wasn't thinking go like a secure location. I guess with this, I was almost thinking like you could bring like you know how
like a tour.
You know how like you said you got your pop-up changing thing and they have money for sets,
right?
If you had like a set almost that you brought to locations that was like cool hangout place, not too, I don't know, there's a mix because you can't make it too like concert-ish, like if you had like bouncy castles and jumbo pits or something, like you couldn't do that and lose the clothes factor. There's a mix, and I just don't know if
I feel like coffee's
good. Coffee's a good. I don't know the word. It's like an additional thing, like an additional word.
Yeah,
it's a good addition to the store, I guess.
That would bring, because like that's what our best days have been when we partner up with a cafe, like Dilly Dally Eats. That's been our favorite spot as of yet.
Cool. Not
to hate on any of the other spots, but being able, just the way that it functions and
it's hometown, right?
So. Yeah, it's great. So, I don't know. I feel like I don't know exactly how we could make it more of like an event, make it more.
And that might not be the route you're taking. I'm just pitch an idea you might be able to pull it that way.
Yeah.
Not to an event where but when you see a tour and it's like this location,
right?
Like Arizona, Manitoba, or whatever you want.
Yeah.
It would be like Metro Thrift's going to be here at this location, here at this, and you kind of do that. It was almost like this artist is going to be in this location,
right?
Yeah, in this city, and it's like this artist is going to be here, and that would be like a pull factor. Right. But people are also known for your clothes, and that's going to take time to be like, all right, we can get some gnarly clothes here, as well as have like a fun time.
Okay, so I would say now that I'm thinking about it a little bit, we partner with local artists, so they already have somewhat of a fan base. All right, and we do an event where the Metro Thrift Bus is open throughout the day, and then as we get into the night or later in the evening, they host a concert, and we are all closed down, or not necessarily closed down. We're like set off to the side, and it's a little smaller kind of set.
True. Yeah.
So that way you can have the bigger crowds coming for the musician maybe, or vice versa, come for the bus and then see the show.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. That was something that just kind of popped in my mind. Maybe not have it running at the same time.
Yeah, you don't want to pull too much away from each other. So
yeah, exactly. So maybe doing it more of like, you know, we're open from 10 to 2, and then there's a set from 2 to 4, and then we're back open from 4 to
that'd be cool. 4 to
8.
It's like we got this artist playing this afternoon, and then we got this like maybe the more main event in the evening.
And so that way, like, we can still be open and operational, but it just kind of takes it more off of us onto the artist, and then back to us.
Yeah, and there's got to be a way to do it where you're enjoying the shopping and hanging out part at Metro Thrift.
Yeah,
and not like just there for the music. It's a weird balance, right?
If you just come for the music, I feel like most people are just gonna be like, oh, what's this? Oh, the show hasn't started yet. What's this little?
Or it's good enough music where you enjoy shopping to the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what it would be like. We'd pick artists and individuals that would be able to kind of cater to our styles. Like I'm not.
The word is complimentary too.
Yeah, complimentary. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, we wouldn't have like a heavy rock.
Right.
Artist.
Because it would pull away from.
Yeah, because they would.
But you could have a rapper, but it would have to be like.
We could
subtle.
have a rapper. Yeah.
Like.
Wouldn't be like. Couldn't be too fast.
No.
Or like I don't know. Maybe that would. I don't know.
I mean, you could do like Code of the Friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard
like
something super relaxed?
Right.
I was gonna say Mac Miller, but you know.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, I guess.
Totally.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just shooting random ideas.
Like
People might be just listening to this like, are they just brainstorming on a podcast? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Business meeting. I'm not part of the business.
Sorry, you're in it.
I do have one question.
Yeah.
I got that license plate on my car.
Yeah, the Absolute one was super sweet.
You do license plates on your coat rack.
Yeah.
Would I be able to get one on there?
You
or do I have to pay?
Can. No, that's because we don't have enough license plates to fill the racks.
Okay, I want to get another one made, and Connor was like, you could talk to Dan and see if you get that on. And it'd be cool to just put Absolute on there.
And we're like, you're having me on here, so
yeah,
you can.
I mean, my favorite, I feel like,
little sticker on the bumper.
That'd be cool.
Do you have
I don't have stickers yet. I have business cards.
Gotta get stickers.
But I don't know. I don't know if business cards are that good for a podcast. It's just like,
well,
it's nice to get contact with people and then they can call you back. But
yeah, stickers,
game changer.
Any business, get stickers. Okay, it's game changer, and give them out for free.
Yeah,
for free.
Pay for them is because
you pay like I don't know, 10 cents a sticker, maybe a little bit more than that.
And your marketing value goes up $1 million.
It's ridiculous.
Because people back your phone, back the car.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones do you have? You have the blue ones? Show it on the camera.
Yeah. Okay,
camera reveal.
Which camera? This one?
It doesn't matter.
That's the sticker.
Show both.
There you go. So we give out our stickers to everyone for free.
Mm-hmm.
And
limited supply on each person. Like you don't need 100 for one person.
It's one per person.
Yeah.
If they ask for more, we usually just give them a couple.
Yeah.
More. And especially if they bought something, they get a little bit extra. But we've been open for 6 months, and I see those stickers all over Halifax. And that is free advertising. Mm-hmm. Or not, it's not free because we pay for the stickers.
Mm-hmm.
But the stickers versus the price of any other advertising, like billboard, anything, is so worth it. And people love free stickers. You know how excited people get when I go, you want a sticker? And they go, how much? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, just take it.
They're like, what, for free?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I will always give my stickers out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It shows.
And you were a big fan of stickers, like as a little kid.
Oh yeah.
Like I think you sticker bombed a lot of things.
Yeah. I have a collection of like 150 stickers right now that don't have a place to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did
I feel like I'm messing up the mic a little bit with me rocking back and forth.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I cough and I smack the mic like this.
All right, cool.
It picks it up.
I don't want the voice.
No, the audience loves you, Dan. They don't care.
Cool.
You can throw up on the mic, but then I got to clean it for the next guy.
That's all right. No, you won't have to clean it. He'll just smell it. They'll just smell it.
I'm just in the moment of like, I kind of like this podcast. I'm just really loving this. I don't know.
This is sick.
I just feel like one day I'm gonna look back and it's gonna be like, man, remember when I was doing? I did 22 episodes.
So this is the
like
22nd.
This is the 22nd episode.
That's awesome.
And I'm just like, and then next thing you know, there's like 400 episodes,
right?
And it's like, holy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not knowing if this
whole thing filled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just a moment of reflection, really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's. When I first heard you started doing a podcast, I was like, I didn't really.
No.
Yeah, I was
horrible.
Like, what? I don't know. Myself personally, I don't really listen to a whole lot of podcasts. I like to listen to them, but I just don't. I don't know. It just kind of seems that I just put on my music every time.
Yep.
But I watched yours and Sam's. I watched somebody else's too, but I can't think of who it was. I don't know why. I can't think of it. But
yeah.
I loved it because it was, I'm talking with my friend. You know,
right.
I don't feel like I need to be a robot and answer all these questions in a particular way. I could just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Like free flow it or something.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I love, you've got a big drive, and that's why I think that this is going to work. Because I didn't see the big picture kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And now I see the setup in here. I'm like, holy crap. Like this is legit. So
yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is,
this is your business.
Yeah. Right.
Right. You know,
and like, YouTube, like I film a YouTube with every guest as well, a video. So like Rylan Holder, I'm going to try to get him soon. He's I filmed the first 3 episodes with Sean, Matt, and Matt is in Piccadilly, Sean Campbell, and Jacob Church. So those 3 YouTube videos that are super fun are linked to the podcast. Right. The podcast is linked to the video. Yep. So that makes it exciting too. It's almost like a 2-way production, and it's exciting. And I think I can grow it into something where it's like,
it's fun to watch the podcast too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want to implement like pictures of stuff when we're talking about it. Yeah. It just takes a lot of editing.
It does.
Like the time waiting and stuff is like, for some reason when you throw a picture on it, like takes like forever to load, and it's just like you're waiting.
What are you using for your
Final Cut Pro?
Final Cut Pro. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Podcast is sick. I was talking to Brock, and I don't like repeating things like back-to-back episodes, but I really gravitate towards people telling me stuff. Yeah. But I want to build a relationship with somebody, because then in the future, if I need questions on something or I want to know something more,
you got it.
Then I got you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Like
networking.
I don't expect right. It's a way to network, and it's super exciting and fun. And I don't like to make it an interview on the podcast as well. Like you said, you don't want to. You're not getting interviewed. It's just we're having a conversation. Exactly. I'm telling you what my thoughts are on your business, and you're telling me your thoughts, and it's just kind of cool.
No, it's off the top of the dome, and it's free flowing. It's not like you've got a list. You might have a list, but that just kind of keeps you.
Sometimes I do, but I try to implement it in the conversation.
Right. Yeah,
like I want to have a conversation, figure you out, let the audience figure you out at the same time, but also pick your brain a little bit, and you pick mine, and you can ask me questions, and just like
it's not a bullet list question.
Yeah.
You know?
People always say like, "Oh, you have an interview today?" I go, "No, I have a conversation to have."
Yeah.
They're like,
that.
"Huh," but nobody like where I am. Like podcasts are huge. The whole world knows what they are.
Yeah.
Especially from 1 year old to 40-year-olds right now. But older than that, a lot of people are kind of like, podcast. Like they're still figuring that out.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of old people listening to podcasts, but
there's still some figuring it out.
Yeah.
Still some figuring out the internet. That's
right. Right.
So.
And that's been around for 21 years. 22. 1999 it came out. 1999.
I don't have no idea.
Who knows?
Know.
Shout out
right around there, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty new.
What was I going to talk about? Anyways, podcast, amazing. Thoroughly enjoy it. I just want to learn stuff, network, build connections. I think it'd be cool in the future if, when I have kids, that I could meet up with these people that I've had on podcasts and show them what this person created, show them what this person made.
Yeah.
And
whoa.
Yeah, and then give like my kids inspiration to like know that they could do anything in the world that they wanted to do.
I love that.
Like,
well, you see all these names on here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are still quite young.
Most of them, yeah.
Right? So they still got a lot of time and
learned.
Yeah, figure stuff out. So I'm sure all these people are going to be great, have great lives, and then when you're up at 40 or whatever you are, when you have your kids that are old enough to understand, these people are going to be super successful. And you are too. Yeah. So having that, I don't know, thing to kind of go back on and be like, this is where I was at, you can do anything with it, is super awesome. Yeah, it's really exciting. I don't like getting inspirational because I feel like it's cheesy, but it's not at the same time. Like, it's nice. But everybody that's listening to this, like, I probably average like 300 listeners a podcast right now, which is small numbers relatively to the world, but and to Sussex. Like, Sussex people are just like, oh, he might not be going anywheres with this. Yeah. But if I just don't stop, and then you end up seeing that I'm like, I don't know, like I'm in Toronto next week, and they say, oh, like, a million people are listening to this. It's not about the followers, but it's just, you can grow this into something crazy. You can. And people in my town, not saying there's nothing wrong, like there's amazing people. There is, yeah. But the small-mindedness is like, a lot of closed-minded people. How do you become something from this or make something of this? And it's a weird thing, and it's like it's gonna happen. I don't know how to put it. Like, it's and success to me isn't what success is to another person. Also like the goal isn't to make this the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to become the biggest, best, well-known podcast. That's not my goal for it. My goal is to create something for myself as well as on YouTube. And my vision is somewhere else, which is success for me. Does that make sense? Because everybody's success is different. Yeah, yeah. Your success, and again, Patagonia. Like, I was gonna bring this up earlier. You just realize money's irrelevant. Oh, totally. Like, I know experiences take money, but it depends on the experience. His experience is literally like surfing, fly fishing, like climbing, hiking. Second pee break of the time. Oh, also what I was saying is I can take this sign and I can take this equipment, very small stuff. I literally just take a container and that sign, and I can set up anywhere. Right. Give me 2 chairs and a table. Yeah. And then, I can hang out. We could do a little Metro Thrift Absolute podcast event. It'd be kind of weird, but I don't know. No, it wouldn't be weird, but we'd have to wait a little while till the audience grew bigger, because you could do a live podcast and I could have you and Sam on a stage or on the back of the bus talking while there's like 100 people in chairs, you know what I mean? Yeah. While recording it, so it'd be uploaded, but it'd also be, that would be we'd just be talking in front of people. I would love that. Wouldn't that be neat? That'd be cool. Let's get that. And I mean, let's write it down that you'll be the first live one. All right, cool. Deal? Put it down on paper. That'd be cool. Yeah, I like it. Write it. I'm writing. Metro Thrift. You ever watch Kill Tony? The comedy? Yeah, it's a live podcast. Is that podcast format? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, so they're like, they're called live podcasts. So. But they're comedians and they come up. Yeah, they do like a show almost on a podcast. Yeah, or is that two separate things? Yeah, they do the show. So it's just a show, and then they have all these comedians put their names in, and they pull from a bucket, and they get 1 minute uninterrupted of a comedy skit, or not skit. What am I? comedy
bit.
Thank
yeah.
you. It's like what? Yeah, so they get 1 minute uninterrupted, and these are either brand new comedians, it's their first time on, or they've been doing it for 30 years, and they either bomb or do decent or do really good, and if they do really good, they can get a show or come back on, or if they bomb, they just get made fun of afterwards.
Yeah.
And get some constructive
criticism.
Because
is there judges almost?
So yeah, it's basically, so it's like Tony, like the Kill Tony guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Tony Hinchcliffe. It's his show, and then he has I think his name's Brian Redband. Is his like media guy. So he does all like the sound effects and like the music change. And then he has special guests that are like bigger comedians, so like he brings on Joe Rogan and
wow.
Tim Dillon and those guys. So then it will be them 3 or 4 or 5 even. He sometimes has 3 special guests, and then it's just the audience, and then the comedians are all kind of piled up in this little room or out on the street. It's quite a bit. So
that's cool.
It's really good.
Yeah, somebody.
It's a little grungy, kind of.
Like low budget looking?
No.
Grungy in what way?
Grungy and like...
In performances?
I don't know. If you're not a comedy fan...
Don't watch it?
Don't watch it. Because you're going to get...
Offended?
Offended, yeah.
Yeah, I watched one. Somebody was telling me about it. I checked it out. Or no, I didn't watch it on my own. The one that was telling me about it, Nick Muller, he was telling me about it, and... a guy bombed, but he was saying like a bunch of Kobe references in the joke, and it was just like he just bombed it. Like it was horrible. Like people were just in silence pretty much, and they're just like
and then they roast them.
Yeah,
absolutely terrible.
Who roasts them? The people on stage?
So like Tony will, especially Tony,
because he's the main guy.
He's the main guy.
He's probably good at it.
Yeah, he's really good at it. His comebacks are insane. And then the guests will, and then Red Band will throw in a jab every once in a while, and usually it's not very good, but he sticks to the music and the sound effects, and he also owns a lot of comedy clubs. Cool. From what I understand, so he's the reason why. So like if they do good, Red Band will be like, "I'd love to have you on the Secret Show on Thursday."
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Little promotion.
Like yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So. And it's super hard to have a bit in 1 minute.
In 1 minute, it's impossible. It's so hard to make people
capture an audience
in
1 minute is worth its time at a show. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Cuz like
imagine walking into a living room and saying, "Hey, I got to make you laugh in a minute," like, and not know any of the people. Like that's tough.
That's super tough. Really, really tough. And that's why they do it, right? Cuz it breaks away the good from the bad, because you can be a bad comedian and still make people laugh if you have time, and you can kind of figure out why they aren't laughing and stuff like that. But within that minute, if they're not laughing, you don't have time to figure it out.
Right.
So
and it's how do you bring a story in a minute? You know what I mean? It's like
story.
So many bits is like there's a start to this and there's the end.
Yeah.
And to crunch that in a minute's tough. And it's like, do you do a story or do you do a, you know what I mean?
It all depends. Some people do like one-liners, and they'll just punch out like 5 one-liners in that minute, or they'll do the full minute, and right at the end they hit the punchline, and people lose it or they don't. And usually the story one can be good. It's usually pretty good, but sometimes it's just like, where were you even going with that?
Yeah, it's just like you were saying too many things, jumping all around.
Yeah.
I need to check it out now.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I would recommend it if you if you like comedy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not afraid to be offended a little bit.
Yeah, I love comedy specials. I feel like there's not enough out there. Comedy specials.
Yeah.
Like a nice hour on Netflix to sit back and just like enjoy it.
No, it's good.
Who's a comic you kind of really enjoy?
I like Tim Dillon.
He's hilarious. He has some wild like perspectives.
Yeah, he's just
his creativity is I don't know.
Yeah.
He's good. He's really good.
I like Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
He's a newer one.
I haven't listened to him
He's good.
much. He's got a big podcast
He got a big following over COVID because of his TikTok. That's why he got so big.
Oh, he just like
couple years. He just posted his little skits on
little snippets, yeah.
Little snippets on TikTok.
He's a big name now.
He is a big.
And he's on Rogan, and he's on.
Yeah, and he's funny. He's
hilarious. Yeah, he is hilarious.
Yeah, he does really, and
he has a very similar personality than people I've encountered with though in public, like people that I can't think of any specific names, but I've heard people that like have a similar personality to him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed that, but.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
good though.
He's good.
He's good.
And he can feed off the
room, the audience.
The room, yeah. He's really good at that. Like if somebody yells something, can just right back.
Yeah. I heard the best thing to do is to crowd work, which is like you can talk back to somebody and it's just like somebody says something. But you also got to be good at like making them sound dumb. That's basically what a comedian does. It's like
it does.
Your name's Chad? Like they just take your name and then they're going off on it. Yeah. And it's so easy.
Or like your profession. And
it's
like
I'm a surgeon. And it's like
yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah. I think Joe Rogan's sick.
Joe Rogan's really good too. I like his that's one of the only podcasts I will actually listen to.
Really? For me
it's by association kind of because my friends Sam and Nathan like to listen to him, so I just kind of like if they put it on, I'll
tune in.
Kind of thing, yeah.
The thing I like about it is that you can really think while doing something super mundane, and I do it when I wash dishes or clean the house. That's like number one thing.
Yeah.
Drives, I just forget about it. You know what I mean? Like I forget to go. I forget. I just forget to put it on.
Yeah.
But when you get in the mood of like, all right, listen to podcasts more regular.
Yeah.
It's more enjoyable. But it's the point of like, oh, let me listen to a podcast today. A couple of days go by. Oh, let me listen to a podcast.
I think I just gotta find the right one because I know. I think it's Patagonia puts it on. It's the Dirtbag Diaries.
Oh, I've heard of that. I haven't listened to it, but I shouldn't say I've heard of it because that makes me sound like I listened to it.
Yeah.
I've heard of the name of it.
Yeah. No, Nick Moeller sent me one. I listened to it. It was really good, but then I couldn't get into the other ones. I just, for some, like, I don't know. I just need to spice up their voices or something.
Yeah, I don't expect everybody to listen to every episode of me. Like some people do. I know people are like, I know you. I want to listen to every episode. I want to hear you for you. Like that's cool. But I don't expect everybody to tune in on certain things because I would like to because then they can learn something from each person.
Right.
And a different perspective, but I don't expect people to.
They're not, yeah.
It's a lot of time too. Every episode's about an hour-ish.
Yeah, and I'm sure people start it and listen to the first 20 minutes of it and then
put it off and then come back and
want to turn it off but just have stuff to do. So they turn it off and forget about it or they come back and listen to the rest.
Like cleaning your room might only take 20 minutes.
Right.
Something simple like that. So
and then you're off to work. So you can't be listening to it at work. So yeah. No, it's I think it's finding the right one for me for podcasts. This one might be it.
This episode for sure.
Yeah, this episode definitely listen to.
Get to listen to yourself, see how you think, see how you speak. It's cool.
I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't criticize your voice or the way you are. Like I used to a little. I don't. I just mean for yourself, like self-reflection. I would never criticize you. If anybody says a question about you, it's nothing but good and positivity. Yeah. It sounds like I'm faking that, but I genuinely would. I promise. I think you're horrible.
Thank you. I love that. I love being horrible.
Do better. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Okay, let's go.
Stop pestering me, Mom.
You're going to watch some hockey tonight?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go watch the World Juniors game. I don't really know who's playing, but...
I called Connor. Yeah. And Finland and Canada are my favorite teams nationally. Yeah. Like, those are my top two, like...
Well, better be Canada number one.
Yeah, and then Finland.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just love like Finland.
They just had a crazy comeback, didn't they, on Sweden? They beat Sweden?
I haven't watched any of the World Juniors. No. I'm out of there for conversation.
Okay, never mind.
But I was like, World Juniors is sick, But I was like, no way. Like, they're in Halifax on last Friday. And I said, Connor, like, would you be willing to stay back a couple days and we can come down Christmas Eve? Because I wanted to watch them. And he was like, well, no, but I'll leave the house unlocked or give you a key and you can just stay the night here and go. But I don't know. It's too much of a rush of a trip.
Would you know that they're also doing it in Moncton?
Yeah, but I just...
You wanted to...
Canada games were in...
Well, they were doing the pre-tournament Canada and Moncton.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They played Sweden. Nathan, Kyle Hodder, and then went and watched Canada versus Sweden. Sweden, I think.
Nice. That'd be a good game. Maybe Czech.
But yeah. No, now Canada's all in Halifax.
Yeah.
So.
I don't blame them though. It's a big arena.
I want to go.
The prices
are insane.
Yeah.
I checked yesterday for the finals game, and there's only a handful of tickets left. Guess how much they were selling for?
$320.
How much?
$320. Less.
$320.
More.
$2,800 for the finals game.
Where are you located? Boards?
You're not. No, you're like mid. You're not up. You're not all the way up.
Yeah.
You're mid.
2,000.
2008. Almost. It'd be three. Actually, just bad on the
Mac.
Mike.
Apple mics.
It was 2,849 USD. So it wasn't even. It'd be like 3,500 Canadian or whatever.
Insane.
It is ridiculous.
I thought like a couple $100.
No, I know. I thought so too, because I was gonna maybe go if it was, but not now. There's no way.
No, that's insane.
That's like 6 months rent for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not if you're homeless.
Not if you're homeless, but gosh darn it, I could not pay that much money. Well,
and homeless for 6 months is long.
To be fair, it wasn't that much right out of the gate. Like if you had
it's closer to the event. That's why.
Yeah, closer to the event, and there's scalpers and resellers. That's why it's up so much. Because the ticket.
True.
I don't know about the final, but for the regular tournament, it was $55 a ticket, and now it's like $300. And the final went. I checked the final price. Like
this is for the finals game.
The finals game.
Oh.
Yes. The finals game.
My guess might have been a little different.
The finals game, like 2-3 weeks ago, was $1,000, and I thought that was crazy. And then I checked yesterday, and it was 20,000 or 2,800.
Mm-hmm. 20,000.
20,000. Yeah.
But who's got cash to spend $3,500?
I don't know. They're not selling those tickets, I feel like. Or maybe they are.
They probably are. There's people with money, man.
There's people with money.
Most people don't brag about it.
The thing that gets me going is the fact that it was $1,500 before the tournament started for a ticket at every single game. $1,500. And that makes sense. For every single game of the tournament.
So, for a package deal.
For a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, that sounds nice.
More than that.
For one game. It'd be
double that.
It'd be a good game.
It better be a good game.
Better be. Actually, hockey is underrated to view, to watch live.
So
it's
good.
Just... I feel like you're never disappointed.
No.
And then if it's a close game, like even a simple Moncton Wildcats or St. John Sea Dogs and
freaking Sussex High School team,
people go wild.
It was insane, like crazy.
Yeah.
I remember actually. I got to bring this up because one of the first hockey games I ever went to. I was in Sussex High School hockey game I ever went to. Well, I was in grade. I think it was either in grade 8 or grade 9, and I watched a guy rip the dude's face mask off.
Like Cage,
and break his nose with a punch. I think it was Brett Norad, if I'm not mistaken.
On our team did that to somebody.
Our team did it to the other. I think it must have been Hampton or somebody that we're really rivaling up against. But
I feel like that was KV. KV was our rivals.
I will never forget that. Ripped the cage off of his helmet and broke his nose. Like, punched him, bro.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah. That will never leave my head.
No, that's wild.
But, yeah.
You good on skates?
No.
Really?
No, can't skate.
For somebody that snowboards,
actually, wait.
surfs,
I can skate.
Scooters.
I can skate. I can't stop. That's my
Oh, yeah, the stopping part. So
yeah, I can get going
You
fast.
did the big U-turn.
Yeah, I did the big U-turn. Yeah. Yeah, in, like, elementary school, we did, like, free skate or something like that. I was just as fast as the guys on hockey teams. I just couldn't stop. I just slammed into the boards.
Yeah.
Or slow my turn down.
All jets, but no.
Yeah. No brakes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. I taught myself how to skate.
Did you?
Yeah. I was in grade 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your brother do it too? Your brother taught himself too?
Because
he can skate pretty good as well.
He must have over time. Yeah, I think so. He did figure skating when he was younger.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, I was a baby. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
I could barely walk.
You got the chair.
Right.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in it for like 1 year when I was like a little, or 2 years, maybe.
Yeah,
Hey, we were balling back then.
Yeah.
Wearing outfits and dancing.
Oh yeah, looking good.
Yeah. So then in grade 11, I was like, you know what? I want to like learn how to stop and cross over and.
It's a Canadian thing.
Handle a puck and just right.
Yeah.
If you can't skate, you don't deserve to walk. Mm-hmm. Basically.
I can skate.
Just can't stop.
You can skateboard.
Yeah, I can skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
Well, I think we can come to an end. Is that cool?
Yeah, that was great.
Daniel McQuinn, everybody. You can shout out your socials, personal, business.
Yeah, Metro Thrift Bus on Instagram, Facebook for the bus. Get some cool clothes.
And Daniel Quinn, that's my personal.
DANNEL.
EL, yeah. And Quinn, QUINN.
Yep.
But my real name's Daniel McQuinn, as you heard. Not Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah, it's just a fun little play on. But yeah, thanks for having me, Mitchell.
No problem.
This is freaking dope. I love
yeah, I'm so excited. It was so relaxed today. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
just kind of.
And the fact that this has been like an hour and whatever, I can't believe it. I feel like we've been talking for maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's fast.
It's really
fast. I don't know why it's fast.
I think you just get into it and you just.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's having good conversations, you lose track of time.
And it forces you to conversate properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're in the living room. You can kind of sit on your phone a little bit, look at the TV, mention something, kind of not pay attention.
Yeah.
Or you're playing a game. Like.
Oh, yeah.
But here it's like.
Let's we got a mic. We got.
I'm focusing on what you're saying.
We got these things out here.
We got two eyes looking at us. Scary stuff.
Yeah, don't like that.
Yeah. No, thank you very much, Daniel.
Thank you.
Glad you can come on, and we will film a video in. I don't know the math, but like 21 videos. We will film a video. 20 videos.
20. So you're looking at 42.
19 videos.
19. 18.
18.
What are you saying? What are you getting at right now? I don't know where you're at.
I'm not even thinking about math. I'm just
18,
saying numbers.
17, 16,
15, 14, 13, 12,
11,
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Boom!
That's it. Thank you for listening.
What is that? That was kind of sick.